Final guest is Brian Johnson, the founder of LNAO, which stands for Losing Not an Option.
I wish I had that mindset sometimes.
Really?
Sometimes I'm just like, I give up.
No, don't give up. Never.
Don't give
Never.
up. You're a very, very persistent person, though, Trisha.
Yes, I'm consistent and persistent.
Consistent, persistent, any other ends?
No.
How you doing, Brian?
Welcome,
Good
Brian.
afternoon. How y'all doing? How's everybody?
So why is losing not an option?
I mean, it's a way of life. I mean, you gotta live your dream and create your world. I mean, none of this stuff was here if someone didn't think about it, and gotta make it happen.
When did you decide to start this company?
Just growing up as a child, LNAO, Losing Not an Option, was like my brother's. Team.
His tagline?
His team is his group. We was more like fam, but I thought the name was always a good name, and I felt like everyone can relate to it. Whether you was the garbage man, and to whether you was the NBA player, everyone want to win, and so I said, let's run with the name.
So what does LNAO do?
LNAO, it's quite kind of wide. We do everything from artist development. Distribution for artists to get them on, titles, Spotify, Apple, as well as events, concerts. Westchester Summer Jam every year is like a big indie music festival that's in Westchester County, Austin, New York, as well as clothing.
And you also produce gospel hip-hop style music.
Yes, that's what I do personally.
Is that what you're passionate about?
Very, very, very passionate about it. Well, my stage name is Be the Best, the bridge between heaven and the streets.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm all about people on their godly in street clothing. So, breaking the narrative of you have to be all professional and goody two shoes, but we're trying to, have everyone be able to,
And you're modeling for the culture, essentially.
modeling for the culture. We are the culture. LNAO is the new way.
Tell us about the culture. What is the culture? The culture's changed, right?
The culture has definitely changed. As you see that we listen to music differently, the way music is consumed differently. So we have to have different ideas and different ways of going about it. So we do like a membership thing where people will get a membership with us and they get like full LNAO access.
To all of your artists and you,
All
streaming,
of our
social
artists,
media.
Streaming, social media. They're able to perform at our events or host or be a vendor, sell our clothing. Anything that we have going on, once you have a membership, you have full access. So it's like, signing up for New York Sports Club and now you have full access to the gym.
And what's the LNAO culture, essentially?
Just the winning spirit and the resiliency of just not giving up, being able to accept challenges and dealing with it in a more positive light versus letting it get to you. Right now, mental health is huge, so you need to have a strong mindset.
Let's talk about that, because I am not artsy at all, and both of you are, for that matter. How do you make a career out of the arts? Tell us about that. I want answers from both of you.
And it starts with the mindset. The reason why we sell clothing, the reason why we do the membership thing, we got to find ways to make money.
That's right. And I always say no means not yet.
No means not yet. I need to drill that through my thick head.
Yes.
Yeah. So, because arts, it's one of those things, like, as parents, I'm not a parent, but I hear other parents and I see them wince when they have these children with these tremendous talents that you think would be celebrated, and they're like, wait a second, is that a real job?
Yeah.
It can be, and it is, right? And when losing is not an option, it becomes a real job. And I know that you're mentoring young kids.
Definitely. I mean, we mentoring all ages. We have from like the younger kid modeling with us to the artist that's trying to pretty much make it. This is all about connecting your dream to the money, your passion to your passion, your purpose, and your dream to the money. Then you're now living your dream and making money, creating a living for yourself.
Yeah, profit and purpose can coexist.
Exactly. I think that's the best way to
I have no artistic abilities. I can't even read the musical note tattoos you have.
Yeah, to have tattoos.
You're very when did you know that you wanted to be a musician?
What is a life without music?
I was singing in the shower this morning. Even me,
exactly.
who's tone deaf.
I mean, imagine,
doing it.
just walking around and there's no type of sound. Music was always in my life. I always, was listening to music, dancing to music. So it was something I was always very passionate about. I've been writing music since I was in like middle school.
And Brian, what kind of advice would you give young people who want to come into the music industry now?
Perfect your craft. Figure out a way. Figure out what makes you happy. Figure out who you are. Perfect your craft. Then connect that craft, your dream, to how you getting paid, and losing not an option from there.
Wow. Yeah. It's funny because I'm not artsy at all, but in media, I've had to make up my own way of getting paid.
Right.
And it's very similar. So it's this thing that's like you have so much influence over the culture, but there's no money involved unless you get extremely creative. And I think you've dealt with that as well.
Absolutely. I mean, when you're clear on what the goal is, which is serving others and having big impact
Right.
in the community, in the culture, you figure out a way to do it. You don't know how, but you know it's possible.
On its face, it doesn't seem very promising, though, at first. It's hard.
Like example, I was telling one of my friend Scott, who actually invited me to the show. Say that a troubled kid get kicked out of his home. He's only 15 years old. He don't know how to read yet, but he's into the culture. He has his LNAO app. He signs up for the LNAO app. He sees the cool colors. He sees that he can get his music out there, and he signs up for a LNAO membership. December 22nd, we have like a Hot 97 show at the New York Poetry Cafe that we have going on. They're like sponsoring it. He has a LNAO membership. Now he can promote that show. He can sell tickets to earn money. He's also promoting his brand. But he don't even know how to read yet. But he has an income. He's becoming a professional, and he now has a brand. He has a cool shirt idea and said, "I want to make this my merch." We'll help him get him started. We'll help him get his LLCs. And
So you're empowering entrepreneurs.
we're empowering anybody with a dream.
And that's why people with dreams actually make it, because
Right.
of people like you.
You're making a
Not an
blush,
option.
Trisha.
Not an option.
I think I just saw a blush.
LNAO. Yeah, man.
So where do we find out more about LNAO, Brian?
Well, www.LNAO.com. That's LNAO media.com. You could go upload our app for free from the app, or you can find us on all social medias. LNAO, losing not an option, on all social medias.
I think I need to take a mental picture of that and focus on that when I'm encountering problems. Yeah. So losing is not an option.
Losing not an option. Take out the is. Losing not an option. www.LNAOmedia.com. As mentioned, you can upload our app to your phones. You can have us in your pocket.
I will be doing that right after the show.
Awesome. Brian, thanks for taking the time to talk to us.
December 22nd, we at the New York Poetry Cafe with Hot 97 and Drewski from Love and Hip Hop. I would love for anyone to come and attend. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brian.